Hey Scott, hey everyone else, welcome back to For Running Shoes. Sorry, I missed last week's video. I just had a pretty crazy week and we went camping. And so, yeah, just decided it would probably make sense just to skip a video. Um, but that doesn't mean I haven't been training. I've been putting in a lot of work and a lot of effort into my running lately. So I wanted to share sort of how the last month has gone. So it's been a pretty good month. I am looking at my phone and gonna go through a bunch of the sort of statistics that I've done and share about some of the cooler activities that I've done. So as you can see, since the start of the year in January, I did 35 kilometers, my first sort of week of proper training. I didn't do much in the very first week of January, but if you remember from my first video, I actually did a 50-kilometer hike in that week, and so I was pretty okay to not do too much more. I also did a 5K walk that week, so no running, but well, a little bit of running, but mostly a long hike and walking. So yeah, but then after that, I have just been consistently hitting at least 30 something kilometers into even 40 kilometers one week. So yeah, 35, 40, 34, 34, 31. So those have been sort of my uh, weeks of training, my distances. And as I mentioned at the start of the year, I wanted to prioritize a long run and a interval. Now, I think I may have missed some long runs, but I have been really hitting my intervals, which has been really great. And actually, I think it's left me at kind of my like close to my peak fitness at the moment, which is really encouraging because I'm just about to start a training block for my half marathon. And so to start at PB fitness and then be able to transition that into specific half marathon fitness will be a really great start, I think, to the training block and set me up really well for an amazing PB. So, as far as what are some of the cooler activities I've done, I'll have to scroll back because there's quite a few. Um, so yes, this is my hike that I was mentioning, the 50-kilometer hike. That was really fun, amazing, and you should watch my video on that if you haven't seen that. Yeah, such a beautiful place, Wilson's Prom. So then I park walked at Park Run the weekend after that, and then managed to get out for a long run, which is really good, to start the next week. So 15K long run, I think that's been my longest run this year, to be honest. I don't think I've gotten a 15K run after that. It's just around the neighborhood. And so, yeah, a lot of this is just sort of getting the miles in, getting the easy runs done. But this is my first workout of the year. So this was a fun one. It was 700 meters. It was really hard though. 700 meters. First 500 meters is hard running, and then the last 200 meters was like a bit of a surge to sort of speed up a bit towards the end, which was challenging because I would run at roughly 5K pace and then have to find some extra speed towards the end. So that was challenging, and then I kind of forced myself to run really hard for 150 meters after that, pretty much as fast as possible. So yeah, those were short intervals, but yeah, it was really good. As you can see, these are sort of my splits for each one of those. So you can see the faster bit, and yeah, I was petering out a bit towards the end, so I wasn't very consistent, but it was a really good workout. Yeah, so then we went to Wollongong, and I did park run at Yakandanda Rail Trail, which was a beautiful run with the kids in the prams. Then just did a casual run at Wollongong while I was there, and another session while I was at Wollongong. And so this is really encouraging because this is a 12 by 400 session. And so I kind of negative split it. So I did the first 4 reps between 4 minutes and 350 pace, then the next 4 reps between 350 and 340, and the last 4 reps, between 340 and 330. And that was pretty hard. It was manageable. I did all right. But the cool thing about that is that a month later, I think one of my most recent sessions was basically that, not that one. It was the second last session I've done. Oh, third last. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm not sure which one it was. 12 by 400. Okay, we'll just keep moving on, and hopefully we get back to what I'm thinking about. Anyway, then we went to Honeymoon Bay, which I did a late evening run, which is pretty sketchy because I didn't have a head torch. It was in the middle of the bush and really dark, really quick. So it started off just before sunset, sort of ran, like, Honeymoon Bay is an absolutely beautiful place. It's in New South Wales near Jervis Bay, and yeah, it has sort of this sort of scenery, sort of fox. That wasn't too dark yet, not too dark, and then all of a sudden it's starting to get pretty dark. And then this is just a picture of a bird I saw before I left, I think. So yeah, no, really beautiful. Loved that. And there was a lot of that sort of running in January, which was really good. A lot of really nice places. Got to be a tourist at a new park run, which was great. I did a 13K run. That was hard because we got back that afternoon. And then I was like, I just need to get out for a long run. So I got out and did my 13K run. So as far as my uh, discipline with running has been going, it's been really good. So I've been able to get out. Like, I just know I need to do a run, so I go out and do it. Even if it's long run or interval, like, it's just, okay, I'm just going to do it. I plan my week out and I'm going to get out and do my run. Okay, and then a bunch of kind of boring running happened. So my car and even my wife's car have been having some issues with them. And so basically, I just got in a lot of mileage by dropping the cars off at the car service and then running to the train station, running to work, running back to the train station, running back home, and then running to the car service, pick up the car, all that sort of stuff. So there's just a lot of commutes here. Yeah, a lot of car service office commutes, which was actually really helpful for my mileage. But an afternoon swim, that was the first swim I've done in a long, long, long time. Managed to do 1,200 meters, and my swimming has actually come along really well over the last 3 weeks. So I've been going to the swimming pool three times, once a week for the last 3 weeks. Mainly because my daughter has started swimming lessons, and they let the whole family in for free, so you can use the pool or whatever while your kid's doing the lesson. My wife goes and watches her do the lesson, and I go and swim, which is really fun. So did 1,200 meters. That was mainly just waking up into it. I did a lot of stopping and catching my breath and all that sort of thing for that one, because yeah, I have never really managed endurance swimming before, so I thought I would give it a go and see if I could work up into it. Then I did another interval the next day, 10Ks, yeah, 5 by 1 kilometer, and that was pretty good. I think those splits are kind of, I can't see those stats because I'm not a subscriber anymore. So anyway, it was pretty good. I think they were all kind of, maybe the last couple weren't quite on 4-minute pace. So I would love them all to be like well below 4-minute pace, but I think the last two of that I was struggling a bit. Then did a new tourist park run, Kirkdale Reserve, more commutes, more commute back from the train station. My daughter started school, which is cool. I did a 1,500 meter swim, which is my longest one ever, and this is the first time I've ever swum 500 meters in one go, which was really encouraging. And then I decided to try and race a PB at Wilson Botanic Park Run, which is our home park run, and I actually managed to get it. So there's some pictures of me running it. And yeah, got a new PB for myself, 1954. I think before that I was like only a couple seconds slower, so 1956 or 7 or something. So yeah, only took a few seconds off, but it's always nice to get a PB, and it makes me think that I must be close to PB pace because I did that when I around my last PB for the Wilson Botanic was around the same time I did my 1824 on a flat course. So I think I'm getting close to that 1824 again, and hopefully getting pretty close to the 18 minutes again, which is cool. So that was kind of my workout for that week, was just going really hard for that. This one is kind of a commute home, well, to a friend's house from church. This is another commute, catching the train to work. 8 by 600 meters. I think this was the encouraging one I'm talking about. So I did 8 lots of 600 meters. And if you compare it to before, I did 12 by 400 meters and I couldn't keep a low pace. But for this one, I pushed myself really hard and managed to get 8 by 600 meters, and all of them were under 3:36 pace, which is the pace I need to run to do a sub 18. So I think that was the really encouraging one that I was talking about, and shows that I've improved my fitness by a lot over the last month and just getting back to peak fitness, which is really awesome. So I'm really encouraged by that one. 1,600 meter swim, and this one was super encouraging as well. So as I said, I've never been able to do endurance swimming, but this was the first week that I've ever done it. So I did 1600 meters just in one go, back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. So that was super good and really encouraging. Some more car service stuff. Coonawarra Park Run, and this is sort of like the last of my running. We went camping last weekend and did a bunch of running. Well, not a bunch of running, just a little bit. So I did Coonawarra Park Run, and then I did a 1K run to get Hazel to sleep. But yeah, that was really fun. So it's gone really well for me to start off the year. And next week I'll talk about my training block that's coming up, and I'm really excited about that. And I think it'll be a really great training block. And I'll tell you about how I'm going to train for it. And I'm excited to get a great PB in the half marathon. Anyway, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for catching up on the last month with me, and I hope you have a good week. I'll see you in my next video next week on Thursday. See ya.